swapping over to Red for this game, or not really?
Red is going to be for the follow-up game. That was really supposed to be the real game, while this was like a mini-series.
Yeah, this was just to capitalize on the interest of the cyberpunk genre from the computer game. Yeah.
It was because I couldn't get the people together to do 2077 in time.
Okay.
And Dave really wanted to do Cyberpunk, so we chipped in on it. We're back for the second half. Who are we following? Sorry,
I'm going to return that.
We're back for the third.
I'm going to return that phone call
from Grindr.
Yes.
Okay. Grindr picks up immediately, and he's just like, "Hey, Marcus Bishop, the best solo in Redline City. So great of you to take my call like a week later. Listen, man, I've got a huge client here who is willing to pay, and also some bonuses involved for a job for you and your team, man. I hear that you've got like a pretty crack team, highly skilled, disciplined soldiers. They say you've been causing a lot of problems up and down the coastline, looking to put some destruction in Redline City. Come see me in person. I'm at Club Camelot."
Okay. I'll come and see you.
All right, great, man. It's great to hear from you. So good.
Yeah. Did you even listen to my voicemail message to say I was out of the country?
Yeah. Yep. You know, the thing is, my mother always taught me persistence is the first and only value that matters. You know, when I grew up, I watched movies about people who would go to their senator's office every day for 60 days.
All right, shut up.
You hang up on them.
I like the idea that he's willing to tell you about his childhood, but he's not willing to tell you about the fucking job.
Yeah, that's all true. He's also probably lying about his childhood because he's a fixer.
All right, I'll give Pascal a call after that.
Okay, you go to Pascal. Pascal's standing quite near you. I feel like the two of you are waiting for a taxi, right?
Okay, nice. All right, then I'll walk over to Pascal and talk to him then, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Got the classic like split screen, but then like the split goes away. It's just like the cameras.
Nothing has changed.
That Grinder guy is trying to get in contact with me again. He's trying to offer a job. I'm happy to go see what it is. He's trying to hire the team.
I can't remember. Did Pascal know Grinder?
I knocked Grinder back once before on the basis I already had a fixer.
Yeah. I mean, Grinder's tried to contact you directly, not Pascal. He's kind of small time. He mostly works on the north side of town in like the scummiest parts, but there's a pretty nice club up there that he bases himself out of called Club Camelot. And it's like one of the several Edgerunner meetup places. Inviolate to the cops. The corps don't go there because they know that their dudes are all just going to get shot to hell. But you get access to it in like the bottom floor of an apartment stairwell where there's like trash bags and a dude sleeping underneath the concrete.
So, Pascal kind of tells Bishop, he's a small fry. He works out of the shitty part of town. The club he's in, the bottom of it's a hellhole. If you're looking to do a muscle job, it's probably not going to pay that well. But happy to go with you to negotiate if you're interested.
Well, idle hands make the devil's work. I'm happy to go see at least what he's offering.
Okay, I need to see Dante first, but
of course,
I'm happy to come with you.
I like the idea that I'm walking out of the airport, reading one of the in-flight magazines, like that they have for the, here's
Sky
what you
Mall.
can buy from the Sky Mall or whatever, but it's like Black Hand Sky Mall, it's just like a book filled with guns instead.
On the table is their bestsellers.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have some guns for you, Glimo, if you wanna help a brother out.
I'm happy to.
All right, so the Royal Enfield Ordnance Light liquid propelled assault rifle. I need it cyberized, smart chipped, smart chipped,
Smart linked.
smart linked. Yep. So that'll run. That's rare. It'll run for 1,800 euro bucks standard. So double that for the smart link, and that's what I need there. I don't know what you need to make in terms of rolls, but if it's rare, I imagine it'd be pretty high. So,
Arthur, you tell me.
Is this the only thing you want?
no.
Okay, then let me posit this. Maybe you and Glimo work out which of these guns you actually want and how rare they are and what they cost, and we'll do the roll at the beginning of the next episode.
Okay.
Yep.
I've already got both of them.
We'll turn it into a shopping episode, Critical Role style.
Excellent.
All right.
Shopping episode? Really?
Look, motherfucker, if you talk shit about shopping episodes again, it's just beach episodes from here on out, okay? It's gonna
beach episodes I get. But
kawaii
like a shopping
anime
episode?
girls in swimsuits up and down the block. That's all it's gonna
Half
be.
of what I loved about this system was the shopping.
Buying all of the ridiculous dumb shit.
I could spend days reading Chromebooks 1 through 4.
You need days to sort through which one is actually good or not.
Right?
Yeah, most of them are hot garbage. But that's part of the game.
But
so.
entertaining hot garbage.
Mr. Stud. We'll never know.
Yeah, the Willy's Wonderland
in the core
of
book.
Cyberpunk.
Yes, I know. But it's still good.
Yes.
Just that tagline. It's perfect.
It's all night, every
Also-
night. You'll never know.
Yeah. Okay, I'll buy that.
Also-
Listen, the Jesse Cox submission in 2077 is one of the highlights of that whole campaign.
Also, Mr. Stud is totally sold in a shop called Willy's Wonderland.
Oh my god.
No, it's you walk into the 7-Eleven, you can get it. Instead.
Yeah, you can get it anywhere.
Don't get the one from the 7-Eleven.
No,
Get a
that's just
slushie,
how
get a
long it's
Mr.
open.
Stud, get your guy to install it, you know? Just go in, get your hip worked on.
Yeah.
Who is doing something next?
I guess
I
I'll
am
go.
going to Dante's office.
You guys
I
get a
don't know if
cab together?
I don't know if anyone else is going over there.
Yeah,
Coltan.
same
I'm
split, same split screen trick. Like,
I'll get out at the at my house. I think I have to.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hang out with the husbando.
yeah, I think I gotta swing by the office to get my skateboard anyway.
Yeah, sounds right. Okay, so Pascal, you are not required with Dante. You're required with one of the interviewing officers, who they're basically asking you to provide a reference for a new employee.
Okay.
So who do we want to follow first? The reference interview or Dante and Coltan talking about evil?
Oh, definitely Dante and Coltan talking about evil.
All right, so you go to Dante's office. The green light is there, and he gestures for you to sit down across from him at his, like in front of his desk. And he does that power move thing where he perches his butt on the edge of his desk and is basically like half sitting, half standing over you.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Bonez. Oh man, I'm so far away from Dante's accent right now. Mr. Campa, there we go. This is Dante's accent right here. Dr. Bonez. I need a partner.
I mean, there's a guy named Grinder that could hook you up with that.
For over a year now, I have tried to be the good guy. And it's not in my nature. It's
You
not to
want-
say that I'm a
wait.
bad person. But I've been trying to do charity work. I haven't been taking advantage of others. I've been employing millions in South America, and I haven't burned down anything. And I've stopped killing recalcitrant employees wantonly. I've tried to be a good person, and you know what? It isn't getting me what I want. It's a very serious issue. I want to be taken seriously as a megacorporation, and ever since I stopped conquering things, it's something of a problem.
Oh yeah, if you want to be a mega corporation, you got to be a shitlord.
Yeah, so he holds his hand out towards you and he says, what we're about to do with Limelight, what we're about to do with redesigning people's lives, I need you working 10 hours a day on this. Whatever you have booked on your schedule, wipe it out. Because I need you to help me reinvent the world of the ultra-wealthy. What I'm imagining, people come to us, they bring their wealth, and we tell them, you can sleep again with the innocence of a child. You will have none of your worldly problems, but all of your worldly possessions. We'll provide you a new identity and a new location. All it will take is a lot of cyberware and drugs, and afterwards, you'll be taken care of by us for the rest of your life. Treated as kings. And I need you heading this project, Coltan. The science is difficult. My people don't understand it as well as you do.
I was nervous. I thought you were going to ask me to be the good guy. I'm like, seriously?
No.
I suggested this.
I know. And that's why I need you working with me. I can't do this project without you. And if you agree to do it, I will be launching new initiatives across my company. Tax evasion, fraud, sabotage, kill teams, empires, colonialism. All of it's back on the menu, boys.
I mean, I
He's
brought
still
this idea
holding
to
his
you.
hand out towards you.
Like, I said if I'd come back from Manila alive, I'm down to do it. So, take his hand.
Okay. He shakes your hand.
Limelight was the media company, not the cyber company.
Yes, he's calling this Limelight as well. Live the limelight without the consequences.
It's also a backdoor for malware because LimeWire.
No,
That's
LimeWire is not involved in any part of this. Yeah, so he leads you to your new office, which is not near anybody else's office, where you have a secretary and a staff who are all waiting to assist you once patients come in. Director Bonez.
I like the sound of that.
Yep, 53rd floor is yours.
I might also suggest that, what was his name?
Al Gore.
Alphonse would be like a good, like, receptionist.
You want to poach him from your team to steal him and put him in your private offices? All right, okay.
I mean, he's the first successful case.
The only case.
The first successful case.
He's the only case. All right. Now, included in your contract is a stipulation that in 6 months, if the project rides correctly, you will be put through the procedure as well, and then taken care of privately for the rest of your life, since you indicated you wanted to go through this.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Pascal.
Yes.
I'll probably call the team and give them a heads up. Be like, I kind of got a full-time gig,
Yeah.
so I might be slightly less available than I have been before.
Pascal, you are in an interview room.
I go to HR. Okay.
And it's less like HR and it's more like security. It's interview. It's when I say interview room, I mean more like a police interview room. And on the other side of the glass, on the side where he can't see through to you, is sludge.
Nice.
And the guy in the room with you is just like, yeah, the boss picked this guy up at your recommendation. You said he needed to be taken care of. Apparently, he was very impressed with this man. What can you tell us about his credentials? Apparently, he cyberjacked you, backhacked, traced you, flipped your IP, flamed your exhaust, totalied your wings.
chucked your wobbly.
He was the net.
You're wobbly.
Buttered your bread.
Yeah, oh man, that he looks at the numbers here. He's like, your bread got real buttered.
He was the net runner who was running the Zetatech lab when we broke in, and lost his job because of us, and took it a bit personal.
How would you rate his level of competence in his work?
Not very, given that we caught him so easily tailing us in Manila. He hired the shittiest group of solos I've ever seen. They tried. His great plan was to have them try to hit us in a bank. Like, this guy has no idea what it means to be an edge runner. He might be a fairly competent corporate net runner, although...
But let me be clear here. We are looking to hire him for the corporate division. I am noting here, though, that his skills as a operator in the field are incredibly low. How would you rate his net running and cyber hacking skills, considering he jacked you?
I'm no net runner, so he jacked me on the net in the Philippines, but I, as a non-net runner, was able to wrest control of the entire Zetatech lab away from him just by back feedbacking one brain implant that was in Alphonse. So he can't be that good if I can short two wires together and kick him out of the whole facility.
Oh, I see. That's very disappointing. So he reaches down and says something into his sleeve, and a dude just like opens the door with incredibly guard-like precision, you know, just like, perfect door open, and then unholsters a sidearm, shoots Sludge in the head, holsters it again, and just goes, "We're gonna need cleaning in interview room 1.
Yes.
He pushes a button on the side. The plastic on the walls, the wallpaper comes loose. Wraps up
What is this,
in the
Dexter?
Nice
Can I
little
just say-
bow. The floor
I-
opens, the chute comes down, and he just slides down. Yeah.
I was telling the whole group, AP, during the break, while you were away from your screen, I took a phone call, and the phone call was somebody asking me for a reference check on someone that hadn't asked me to give a reference check, and all I could do is give them a bad reference because they weren't a good person. I hope at least their knockback is a bit less arduous than yours.
Oh, Jesus. You know, actually, I'm looking for references since I'm starting to get back to work, James, but remind me not to put you on my list. I don't want to end up being shot in a reference room.
He did all this preparation, and then when asked about an airplane, he just fell apart.
I mean, ironically, reference checks are usually the last thing you do right before you have to employ somebody as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Pascal keeps his face completely blank while this is happening, but as soon as he walks outside, he has a shit-eating grin and whistles on his way back down the elevator.
You whistle while you work? Where are you?
Oh no, he's Biff Loman. He whistles on the elevator.
Oh.
He's got to go return some VHSs, you know?
He's so mad about getting cyberjacked and getting his crank hacked. It's really hard to come up with weird net running terms. You got your flips flopped. Your
Yeah.
bits
Hot dog
flipped.
you should have pizza.
Hot dog when you should have pizza.
and then he flips his phone out and calls Bishop and says, "Well, that didn't take long. I'm free to go with you."
All right, I'm going to go later tonight. I need to get my cat out of care.
I forgot
Same.
about the cat.
Oh, yeah. Shit, I have 5 injuries. Huh.
Yeah, you might want to see a doctor
about
at some
that.
point. And actually, every day that you don't treat those injuries, you get more injuries.
All right, I'll
Wouldn't
go.
Drummer have been able
Yeah,
to...
I was gonna say Drumurboy probably handled it.
Yeah.
You'll have to pay for all of the treatment, but you won't like. We'll assume it happened without a roll because he's pretty good at his job.
By the way, I was wrong about the Matrix is Shadowrun. The net is Cyberpunk.
All right, so how much is it?
I don't
It
know.
was like X amount per day or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
I'll leave that for the two of you to handle while we do James and Glimo go to a club. All right, so you arrive at Club Camelot. It's between two apartment buildings. There's the concrete zigzag stairs that go up and down. You go down to the sublevel, and there is in fact a dude sleeping like in the crook down there, and he goes, hey guys, can you tell them to turn it down in there?
I'll just step over and walk past.
Oh, hey, you treat me like I'm not even a person here. What about you, buddy? He says to you, Pascal.
Like Pascal, if anything, shows even less humanity than Bishop does.
You guys are monsters.
Yeah, they need to install some of that hostile architecture.
No. Oh, hostile architecture makes me sick. Shit is fucked up. All right, so you enter the club door, and as you do, it's like, people are walking around with like brain dance devices. There's people like dancing, drugs, alcohol. Nobody checks you at the door like, oh yeah, you definitely have weapons or anything, but several people who are very clearly like security personnel are analyzing you with cybernetic eye gear and probably like chemical sniffers and stuff, and seem to have determined that you're okay to be here.
Yeah, this whole place is long build-ups and disappointing drops for sure.
How big are the wounds? Is it negligible, minor, major? So that's where the cost is.
Yeah, so he's got 5 wounds, so it's light, I think.
So minor, I guess. What it costs surgery, I guess.
5 is serious.
Really? Serious?
That's what happens when I put 5 into my character sheet.
Wow, okay. All right.
Sorry.
So go over and take a look.
Yeah, 5 is the first level of serious. 4 is 1 to 4
Oh,
is
that's
light.
elective surgery. Never mind.
Yeah. What you're talking about is for
Serious wound, patient's ambulatory. Minus 2 ref for all actions, but it doesn't tell me how much.
there's like a cost per day for being in the hospital.
Yeah. Trying to look for it.
It's
Okay.
in the main list of costs.
Hey, this is what I wanted to not have happen. Don't do it, Glimo. These two, it's their injuries. They could sort it out. Meanwhile, we're back at the club. The music is playing.
Yeah, you guys go ahead.
All right, so Grinder sees you, Bishop, and immediately goes, "Hey!" And like 3 other guys around him all point and go, "A." They're wearing like mesh shirts and leather pants, and there's like Urban Flash sneakers, but things bracelets, like spiked leather bracelets around their wrists.
Oh, yeah.
And all of them have had their hair replaced with like neon strand RGB stuff. So Grinder sends everybody else at the table away, and he's like, "My man, Marcus Bishop, the best solo in all of Redline City, guys." And you can see that no one else here cares to hear about Grinder. Like, he's trying to pretend like he's a big guy here and that you're a big guy here, but everybody else is like, "Man, I'm trying to enjoy my drink." Idiot.
Do you know Pascal Jaden?
Yep, Pascal Jaden. I hear he's big in the blowing people up department. He holds out a hand to you, Pascal, and that hand has a business card.
Pascal shakes his hand and very prominently leaves the business card in it.
He puts the business card down in front of you and says, "You guys need a drink? It's on me. They make a good Bahama Mama."
Let's talk biz first.
Okay, biz first. I have a client who has requested you and your team specifically.
What's the
Does
job?
your client know that we are normally gainfully employed?
He does, but he likes your style and he wants you at cost.
We don't do cost.
No, he's willing to pay you more. Look, babe, don't worry about it. You're gonna get the money that you deserve to do this job. Now it's a
the
bit
job?
multi-part. Now, like he's like, come in close, okay? The job is he needs you to steal or otherwise aggravate the punk knot and use it as part of his plan. He's got like a multi-part master plan. I'm helping organize all of the parts. I need you for the punk knot part. You head on down to old Redline City, you steal it, you get it to follow you while shooting at stuff. Doesn't matter. We need an angry punk knot that's armed and in upper Redline City at a certain time at a certain place.
Does Bishop have enhanced hearing?
I do, yes.
So I subvocally.
I mean, I have a Times Square marquee, so you can message me as well. I can see it behind my
I
eyes.
also have the Times Square
All
marquee.
right, you guys start text messaging each other.
I just text message his eyes. I'm like, this smells like a setup. This sounds like the guys that are chasing you, trying to pull us out into the open.
I don't know, Grinder.
No one's gonna hire you to steal the punk knot.
Yeah, I'm of a mind that the punk knot's probably better off destroyed.
No. It'll be destroyed at the end of the job. Look. You guys are acting kind of weird about this. Okay, I thought you'd be glad. Lots of money, lots of blowing stuff up. Okay, let me tell you this. Why don't you just come with me into the back room? We'll meet with the client. You can make a decision after that. Okay.
All right.
He's starting to sweat a little bit. Okay.
Let's go and see your client.
So
why don't you have the client come out here?
No. The client doesn't come out here. He'd be recognized. Yeah. Okay, Bishop, you said you want to go see the client. Why don't you come with me? You could take the Bahama Mama with you.
I'll look back to Pascal. You happy to stay here for a drink while I go and deal with business?
Like Pascal is like frantically texting Bishop, like, you know this is a trap, right?
Yeah, but I'm texting back like, you know, I'd rather deal with it now. I'll let you know if I need any backup.
Pascal's like, are you sure? Are you sure you want me to stay here?
If I'm leaving, I'll let you know. But I'm happy if you're happy to stay. I'm happy to.
Okay.
See where this goes.
Pascal sits down at the table.
Okay, he brings you with him, and he's just like, "All right, man. Now look." As you're like going through the back club space, if this was 2077, you'd be in like one of those cutscenes where you can't pull out any guns and you're just stuck walking in a trail behind the guy.
So my lunch is right downstairs. I've got to go grab it. Can you
Dang it! All right, let's go with what's happening with Pascal. Pascal, how do you deal with being in a club? It doesn't sound like something you do often.
Yeah, no, this is not Pascal's normal scene. I mean, he dated a rocker girl for a while, so like he knows how to fit in a club, but this is not what Pascal would like, especially this shithole is not where Pascal would want to hang out. So he's can I make a awareness notice to see if anyone's trying to sneak up on me?
Sure. Okay, roll another
yeah, I
d10 real
don't-
quick.
I'm just not good at looking around.
Yeah, for those at home, he rolled a 1, because of course he did.
Because of course I did.
This is
the one roll I made tonight had to be a 1.
This is the penalty you get for asking for rolls.
Hey man, look, all you gotta do is never roll dice. And you win.
He did do it. The madman. The madman. James did get Makas for lunch.
Yeah.
That's the power of subliminal suggestion, guys.
Hey! I had to go to the toilet before because he kept talking about diuretics.
We got him, boys. Now it's time to start
Trickle
talking
wobbly
about.
at the Meccas?
Now we need to talk about the delicious taste of fresh, never frozen Wendy's beef.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Wendy's is a different thing in Australia. Wendy's is an ice cream shop here.
Well, Wendy's is an ice cream shop here. They're just not very good at anything.
I searched through the book. I can't find a price for anything. I just need to make a roll for healing, I guess.
Okay. There's a no. Pascal provided it. It's 300
put it in
Eurobucks
the
a day.
chat,
Which chat?
the Roll20 chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
wasn't
you'll be
looking
able
at
to
the
heal him
chat.
for 2 a day. So it's gonna take
The Roll20 chat?
yeah, it's there. Pascal Jaden, 300 Eurobucks a day, page 68.
Oh,
It's there. So it'll cost you 900 Eurobucks.
Okay.
All right. Well, nothing else bad happens to you, Glimo. You just have no awareness of anything that's going on. I feel like you just you're seated, so you're looking into a corner, Blair Witch style, while everybody else around you is having fun.
Like I think I'm looking in a mirror, but it's not actually.
You
Yeah.
like that meme that the guy in the corner is like, if only everyone knew that I was actually a fixer. You know, like that's
Right.
It's Pablo Escobar meme. Just him sitting looking at a club.
It's actually like an LCD of a better, more fun club, but Pascal doesn't realize that what it is. He thinks he's looking out a mirror over the dance floor.
So Bishop, Grinder's leading you back, and he goes, "Look, client's name is Robert John Linder. Okay, you ever heard of him?"
Have I ever heard of him?
That's a great question. How much do you know about Rocker Boys?
I would say next to nothing.
You have never heard of Robert John Linder.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like a cool guy. He's come out here, okay?
All right. Let me warn you here, Grinder, that if this is a stitch up, I will break your neck. I don't mean fatally too. I mean spend the rest of your life in a chair having someone change your colostomy.
I mean, we have cyberware for that, so it's not as threatening as you think it is. But also, I would never screw my clients. That would, yeah, you wouldn't. You don't live as a fixer that long.
they made a video game about that once.
All right.
Okay. He leads you through the door, and you see a guy in a black tank top with military tags from like South America, dark black aviator sunglasses, and slightly graying beard, unwashed black hair. It's definitely 100% Johnny Silverhand.
reach
Right,
out your
this-
hand for a handshake and he kicks you in the dick.
I'm here to come. I love that meme so much.
There's Mash Nathers in the corner holding his balls.
No. Yeah, he's just smoking a cigarette and gestures for you to take a seat across from him. The room is like entirely black, small, just like a couch and several seats, and he's just like, Grinder, get the fuck out of here. Gestures
Down.
with the cigarette and says, Marcus,
Mr. Linder?
been waiting a long time for you here. Mr. Linder is a name I've not heard in a while. Call me Johnny.
All right, Johnny.
He takes a drag of the cigarette and says, I'm looking to cause a lot of trouble in this city, and I was hoping you would give me a hand. Got some problems with Arasaka fucking shit up for me. I'm looking to put a hole in their wallet.
Well, now we're talking on along a similar wavelength.
There's an operation in motion. Kind of shit that they aren't used to up here. Central American shit. And I need you to do your part. You sign on to the gig. I want you down in the under part of this city, whatever the fuck they call it, where they keep all the good people, all the good citizens of this place under corporate thumb, literally raining shit down on them. And I want you to take the greatest weapon of the people and you fucking destroy Arasaka with it. You bring it to me and I will use it to rain fire from the heavens.
What's your time frame?
I'd like to get this done soon. In the week, if it's possible, but if you tell me you need more time, I'm willing to work with you on something reasonable.
I have a crew, but I need a driver as well, so I need a little bit of setup time, make sure it fits in with everybody's schedules. But I'm interested.
Okay. What kind of payment are you looking for this kind of job, Mr. Marcus Bishop? I can get you things. Access, people, places. Money, if you need it, if you're that crass.
No, I think that I can certainly see value in the more or the less tangible things you offer, but I need to talk to the rest of my crew. Their own interests might be slightly different.
Okay. Just know that I'm people who know people.
Do I contact you through Grindr?
I think you should contact me directly. I think it might be time to eliminate the middleman on this one. Grindr is not someone who fills me with a lot of confidence. Know what I mean?
Well, if you need a good fixer, I know one.
I have a good fixer. She's just a little occupied. She doesn't do shit like this.
All right. Give me 24 hours to talk to the rest of the crew, and I'll be back to you.
Okay, he finally chills out and leans back and takes another drag of the cigarette, which has been too long smoldering between his fingers, and says, I'm all ears.
Yeah,
I was gonna say some of his music starts playing at that moment. So like you're standing up and walking away, and like samurai tracks start playing. It's all very cinematic. You go back outside and Pascal's like fuming in a corner, looking like a total weirdo.
Just gotta add him on Twitter @DickKicker.
Sorry, my Johnny Silverhand isn't that good, guys.
That's pretty
He
good.
didn't say fucking off.
Fuck, Fee.
You could just do the classic, Keanu Reeves. Whoa. All right, let's get out of this place. I'll tell you in the car. It's interesting to me, anyway.
Good.
So, I'm trying to think. Does Silverhand he has a record at this point, doesn't he? So, like having seen his face, I could have probably identified who he was from my police database.
Sure.
All right. So,
he has quite a record since a few years ago he tried to blow up Arasaka Tower. He didn't do the nuclear job, isn't for a few years, but he did do the Alt Cunningham job. So,
yep.
The first Alt Cunningham job.
So the client is Johnny fucking Silverhand.
Like Pascal like actually shows emotion at that one. He's like, "What the fuck? How
He,
the
like,
hell did
rips open his shirt,
Grinder end up
got his tattoo
with
there."
fucking Silverhand?"
Yeah, it's a short-lived arrangement, soon to be terminated.
With extreme prejudice, I would hope.
He's Grinder's a kid, but anyway, yeah. So this is not really the sort of standard job. This is almost chaos for chaos' sake, but it's against Arasaka, which means it's in my wheelhouse. It might be in Wolfgang's too.
I was gonna say that would make you and Wolfgang happy.
Mm. I want to talk to the others. I mean, we're talking about one of the richest people on the West Coast talking to us with an open wallet. But yeah, I think that what he offers is more than just eddies. All right, so I guess I'll text the others to say we want to organize to meet up for a chat.
There's one thing, Pascal. You do still have to overthrow your father at some point. You got to simp the shit out of him.
But with a punk knot, it'd be much easier to do.
Can you guys just remind me what this punk knot is? Because it's triggering something in my brain. But
Okay, a punk knot is a bunch of broken police vehicles that have been turned and like broken police AV engines that have been slapped together and then over armored and machine gun turrets and like cannon rounds all stuck all over it.
It's effectively a jury rigged hovering tank that gangs make in order to like smash the city, destroy buildings. It's and they don't last for very long, but they are very loud and very powerful. And yeah, they're in Chromebook 1.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And there's been rumors for like 6 weeks of game time that someone's trying to build one in Redline.
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to steal the punk knot and use it. Destroy Arasaka.
That sounds like fun. I'm into that.
So, I don't know if we want to do Pascal tries to overthrow his dad in like 5 minutes, or whether we want to do the gang meets up and talks about whether to take Silverhand's
I was
offer.
going to push that off till at least the shopping episode.
Okay.
I mean, Pascal does not have any strong need to get this done.
Okay.
Like Pascal at some point wants to like run a whole city, but right now he's having more fun being an edge runner. And he knows that, that's just more responsibility and more problems.
You know what they say, more money, more problems.
Exactly.
Okay.
So he's not like itching to go kick Maleko out.
Let's do the meetup then. Before we meet up to discuss taking Johnny Silverhand's offer. Where does the meeting go down?
Do we do a normal Dread Gazebo? Or
I think the conference room upstairs in Dante's office. We can book the room.
Yes. You notice that Coltan's office has been cleared out. Also, your secretary is gone.
Yeah, I spent a while trying to find the secretary to organize like little things, little meals, or little hors d'oeuvres for the meeting.
Packet of Doritos.
I love the idea of a post-episode side scene where you meet up with the waitress who you guys always see. He just organized for her to send some tapas up.
that was the first thing I thought of the second he said.
Perfect. Did we ever name her? I feel like we did.
No.
But
I was going to say, when I can't find the secretary, I'll go downstairs and like get a takeout box from the tapas place and bring it back up to the room.
Yeah. She's just like, oh, hey, guy who I know who knows other guys that I know. Well, here you
Marcus.
go. Here's your order.
Does she have a badge? What's her name?
I feel like it's strategically covered against the camera by the box she's handing you.
Oh, okay. So Marcus knows, but the
Yeah,
audience doesn't.
Marcus knows, but not the audience.
Yeah, it turns out she was Gossip Girl all along.
Was it Gossip Girl Kirsten Bell?
Or something like that.
I don't know anything about the series. I just know that Kirsten Bell's great.
I watched it once
I
with
was
the
just
wife.
thinking episode 1 of Kill Bill.
Okay.
She's the narrator.
All right, so we're all gathered. Help yourself to tapas.
Cole will probably walk in late with some new threads. He's a director now.
I expect you to buy new clothing to match that.
Sure. I've got 75 grand.
Yeah. Well, more
I'm sure I
importantly,
can
you have
afford some
you have
things.
a new, better salary.
It's true.
You get paid
Do I get-
almost 10,000 euro bucks a month.
Wow. Is that on top of my regular doctor thing or no?
No, that is your regular doctor thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's your job salary is 10,000 euro bucks a month.
Pretty sure me and James still make more than that.
Yes,
I
but
don't-
you do that by doing illegal bad people jobs. Coltan has a real job.
I do jobs to bad people.
Yes.
I do jobs at bad people.
Guess what, guys?
do
I don't
jobs
need to
for
steal
bad
organs
people.
anymore.
So what's the change?
Oh,
Why the new threads? Just the money for the Philippines? Like, why'd you clear your office out?
I've got a new. I'm the director of what was it called?
Project Limelight.
Limelight.
Oh, so
I
are
assume
we
we already know what that is from before.
are we
Basically,
still working together?
yeah, I've just got a 10-hour-a-day commitment
Oh, no.
outside of.
So we're not working together anymore.
I've got very controlled sleep. You guys know this. If it becomes
say
a
so.
problem, then
Look, I've been contacted by somebody you might be familiar with, Johnny Silverhand.
Who?
Star Lord,
Whoa.
man. Legendary outlaw.
No, of course I know him.
Yeah.
I heard he
He's
kicked
not- he's-
Nash in the balls.
Who's Mash?
Old colleague.
Okay.
He's looking to run a job, and he asked to hire us. It's not your sort of conventional job. Remember that punk knot we've been hearing about coming together in the under the plate?
Right.
Silverhand's looking for someone to steal that because he wants to use it in an offensive against Arasaka.
Like, he just wants to prove a point?
He's
What
a rocker.
exactly would it... I get that, but what would it... It's not going to harm their bottom line very much.
I mean, what I've heard about this guy, he's made Arasaka stand up and take notice in the past.
Mm.
I mean,
He
look,
likes chaos and he hates Arasaka.
yeah, a punk knot anywhere is bad news. The only difference here is rather than waiting for the idiots below the plate to use against everybody, we could do this job and make sure it's only used against an organization that none of us particularly cares for, or at least I don't. And I assume you don't either, Wolfgang.
I don't, but in the event where they pull out of Redline, it means that my husband will be pulled out of Redline as well.
So Silverhand's offering not a blank check, but certainly we can name our price to a degree. It doesn't need to be money. So I guess you ask yourself the question: does he have resources that make your problem go away?
That is a good question. This is something that I'll need to talk to Dante about as well, because he
Yeah.
is making moves to
Yeah, whatever
work
happens
us
to
out of
corp,
this from.
whatever happens to corporate Redline happens to everybody. So we need to discuss this with Dante first. I don't want to burn this gig just to help a rocker boy sow a bit of chaos. But if Dante can see profit in this, from Arasaka potentially having a punk knot shoved up their ass, then I think it's something we can look into doing. This is why I called the meeting here, because we can speak to Dante next, if you're interested.
I'm always interested in sticking it to Arasaka, but I have to think about mine and mine first, right?
Yeah, that's it. I'm not looking at anything to put you or Gus in danger. Well, so I'm sure you'll be in danger going to steal a punk knot, but like you know what I mean. I'm not looking to cause problems for Gus.
Like if Silverhand's focus is trying to hit the living quarters at the Arasaka building, for example, that's something that's going to go.
I think sounds like he more wants to target bottom line type stuff. He's not the sort of person I think that just targets the employees, but I could be wrong. I'm not a great judge when it comes to these sort of people.
It's not like he's going to drop a nuclear weapon on in the middle of a major city. You'd have to be a fucking lunatic to do that.
Yeah, don't be insane.
From what I've heard about Silverhand from inside of Arasaka is that they consider him to be incredibly unhinged.
Well, are we willing to talk to Dante about this?
Look,
Colton,
if it's
quiet. Sorry,
oh, okay.
Sorry, what are we doing?
Waiting for Colton to say something.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, I was adding up my businessware stuff.
He's taking the price tags off of his suit.
Like, as long as it doesn't interfere with my work, I'm in.
Oh, it'll interfere with everything. If we're hitting Arasaka as hard as we're going to hit them, then there are going to be some waves fallout.
Well, he's not asking us to hit them just yet. First stage is to lay our hands on the tools.
I mean, I've got a spare 8 hours a day that I can devote to it.
Jesus Christ, you can sleep 4 hours exactly every day.
And transit time, of course. Actually, he sleeps in like a vampire coffin and he lets someone like wheel him home and then wheel him back when it's time for work. He sleeps like this.
What was our secretary's name?
Alphonse Gore.
Oh, he's
okay.
my secretary now.
Okay. All right. Did you take Alphonse? Was that why he's no longer around? Okay.
He was the first successful case, so I figured it'd be nice to have something to see when people come in to look at the project.
Can you get us a meeting with Mr. Fierro?
I mean, he could get you a meeting with me, but
I mean, he's your PA, right? So he can talk.
That's how it works, James. The PA can just get you access to the CEO.
My people will call your people. That's the way it works. Don't worry about it. We'll just go knock on the door if his light's not on.
For folks at home, James is looking at getting a PA.
I have a PA.
So is Dave.
I have a PA. I'm just work out how to use it.
Okay. Got a meme.
And I have to roleplay someone who has a schedule because I don't. I just I have 2 sticky notes on my computer that are like, these are the things I need to do.
James, first rule of your PA is like that she has to learn your fucking McDonald's order perfectly.
I assume it's like Kingsman, you know?
I mean,
a big golden goblet of McDonald's sauce.
She was my boss's PA, and every time we'd be in a meeting in the morning, she'd bring in his morning coffee and knew what his order was. So she's asked me what coffee I want. I don't drink coffee though, so
hopefully
anyway,
she brings you in crisp, clear water. A McFlurry.
A water from McDonald's
in a Grimace cup. You remember Grimace?
Yeah, I do remember Grimace.
All right. You all go for a meeting with Dante, who's got the green light over his office, and I think we fade to black, and then it comes back up, and it's got like Coltan standing and giving a speech, and it's pretty clear it's not really Coltan. It's like an actor playing Coltan, and he goes, "All the world's a stage. All the men in it, women in it, are merely players. Limelight is here. Introduce theater back into your life. Why be ordinary rich when you can be extraordinary rich? Forget all of your troubles and leave the harsh realities of the world behind you. You don't have to give up a single thing. We'll take care of you, and we'll make sure that in your second life, all you know is pleasure and happiness. Sign up now. Pre-order. Limelight. By Dr. Coltan.
Limelight sounds like that movie Downsizing with Matt Damon.
Yeah. Well, one of those ones where they download your consciousness into a computer, and you can live in like a perfect.
Soma.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Soma, please no.
Hey, that was a good game.
Are you the one that goes to the eternal utopia, or are you the one that gets left behind?
You're both.
Knowing my luck.
All right. So let me show you your XP. I'm willing to give everybody 6 floating IP this time around.
Woohoo.
Because we didn't make a lot of rolls.
No kidding. Oh, I did a fast talk. Oh, shit. Clearly forgot about that.
You know, it's weird because normally we end a little early for Dave, but now we have to end early for me because without Empyrean and without shows for 2.5 weeks, I'm literally going to sleep at midnight and waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
I don't know what's happening to me. I'm becoming a fucking normie.
Like a psychopath, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I don't know how to handle it. I need my streaming schedule to get back to normal. Or when I'm doing 4 shows a week again, I'm going to be like, oh, God, I can't stay up. Midnight? What kind of idiot stays up past midnight?
Thanks, Arthur. Just here trying to support you, bro. And
You're not here to support me. You're here to have fun.
That too. I mean, you can't have one without the other.
Dave's just want to have fun, man. I know how the song goes.
Yes,
Fun,
you do.
fun. Swana. All right. Let's do some outros. James, what do you got besides Macca's?
What have I got? I'm Grimdarkjames. You will find me back here again on Saturday for some Rogue Trader. Also, I'm working on my second video in my little series for Arthur, well, for my YouTube channel, which I'll post on Arthur's Discord. I hang around Arthur's Discord, although a bit less now that some of my favorite channels have been deleted.
What?
But
What channels have been deleted?
I was a big fan of the US news one.
Yeah, well, that had to go.
US News, yeah.
That had to go.
Why did you delete it? You never replied to me.
I have my suspicions.
This is a discussion for off. Right? It's a discussion for never. It needed to go.
I could have thrown in some random facts about Moose Jaw every once in a while, but you know, whatever.
About what?
The place that I live, Moose
Moose
Jaw.
jaw?
Moose Jaw.
Moose? Like literally a moose's jaw.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I'm there with you. I was
It's
like,
a-
moose
it's a-
jaw? I can
This
barely
is a
pronounce
Canadian
this one.
town, the
All
town
right.
in which I live.
Yeah, that's better than
I'm not
living
even
in
scared of
Christmas,
dogs.
Illinois.
I'm not even scared of doxing myself because no one was going to come here. Why would you come here?
I read some demographics recently about like how much of Canadians live like in the capital city in their own province, and how much of the province is city versus not.
Yeah, the only one that like has more people not on their capital city is, well, I guess BC and Ontario, because I think there's more people in Vancouver, and that's not the capital of BC.
Okay.
It's Victoria.
But yeah, that's all I really got. I had a good time tonight. Missed Cyberpunk, so it was good to get back into it, back on the horse again. Missing some of other shows too, Arthur's other shows too. I want to see some more Oath of Endo Steel. Trying to catch up with Solaris Knights. So
Solaris
traveling
Science, I
so
think, is
much.
easy though, right? It's like 2 hours. I feel like it's easy.
When I was traveling all the time, it was really easy to like download a bunch of episodes onto my phone and to watch while on a
Okay,
plane. But
all right.
without the travel, I've actually have to work.
I don't know what to say to that. But more importantly, Oath of Endosteel won't be back for a while. We're going to be doing a mini series from Sebastian Bassett and Xenia's point of view, rolling it back to the beginning of the invasion and doing 2 security guards doing like a buddy cop thing. Because Eric is on is it Margaret Crone's channel? It's some big streaming thing for the next 6 weeks.
Okay.
I'm sorry, friends. I do what I can for the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. I'm trying, James. I'm trying to bring you that BattleTech content you're looking for.
That
All
potato quote,
all
though.
that portal content.
I'm just glad someone got the reference and I didn't sound like a crazy person. Oh, you got anything else, James?
No.
Okay. Glimo, what do you got?
I got the sun coming up behind Dave.
So take his broken wings.
I'm Glimo. You can find me on Solaris Nights every couple weeks. Also here on Arthur's channel. Had fun tonight. Was good to play some Cyberpunk.
I don't say every
Sad
couple weeks. For you, it was 3 weeks, and you made it so I have an episode every day this week because this is your delay. It's fine though.
Yeah, my schedule.
It's crazy.
sucks.
Your episode was insane.
My episode was insane.
And someone
My
was like, "Hey,
schedule-
Arthur, you did the rules wrong," and I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah. My schedule sucks, so because of me, my Solaris Nights is all messed up, and also
I can work with you
probably
on
not
that.
gonna see me here for a little while, but
That's a lot harder to work with because of the Wednesday time slot.
yeah. But we'll get back to it in June once this data center is officially closed and I can get my life back a little bit.
If you need someone to close it, I don't know a guy, but I'm sure you can find one.
I mean, honestly, I would rather that, we were spreading this out in a more sane role, but it is what it is, and the client's paying me well, so I'm not going to complain that much.
Just saying, a punk knot would close it pretty quickly.
It
sound
would,
like a
but
punk
then I
knot
wouldn't
would
get
open
paid
it.
for doing the migration. So,
Have you ever heard of this word? Insurance.
well, it's not my data center or even my company's data center.
Okay, well then don't mind any of that. Make sure to get billable hours.
Yes. So, anyway, that's what I'm up to, and I'll see you all when I see you, or find me in Arthur's Discord. Yeah.
All right, Drumurboy, what is the secret to your power?
Not having a schedule apparently. Drumurboy, I
Hands
make
up.
music occasionally. This week is just gonna be working on the Candlekeep Mysteries tune some more. It's kind of like a little bit more of like a Saturday morning cartoon vibe, kind of like a fantasy Scooby-Doo-ish. It's fun. It's pretty bouncy and slightly creepy, but other than that, just gonna be working away on the Destiny, the new season. It's pretty neat. That's pretty much it, I think. Excited for Loki whenever that happens next month.
It's gonna be some weird shit.
I'm into it. Timey-wimey shit. It's my
I have to
jam.
tell you, because there's 2 Lokis in the poster, I'm pretty sure there's multiple Lokis.
Probably.
in the cast.
It's about like multiple timelines, so I'm assuming.
By the way, that logo, just the font is garbage. I hate looking at that thing. It looks awful. I don't know why they decided on every letter is a different font. It's like
I wonder why. Timey-wimey show.
Yeah. It's about
You
the
can make
reality police.
But you can make timey-wimey without making the logo look
It's going to
crooked.
be a reference to something in the show because that's how MCU does shit nowadays.
But then they could just have whatever. I'm not going to argue. It's fine. I'm tired.
I'm not Marvel, so I can't answer these questions for you.
I just assume it has a reason.
So when Dave isn't looking, I pull my shirt off, and I actually am Marvel. I'm literally just the embodiment of Marvel in a human suit.
You're Owen Wilson.
Nice.
Well, he's definitely not fucking Marvel, man.
No, he's Time Cop, though.
It's the diffusion of Tony Stark and Chris Evans. Not Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark. You got anything else going on?
Watch
Robert,
me or Dave.
You. We're on your outro. Yeah.
Just still doing the SNES thing. We'll be back to that after this.
The way you pronounce it just blows my mind every single time.
What? SNES?
SNES.
As opposed to SNES.
SNES, that's how I learned it. It just drives me crazy.
I call it SNES too. I'm with you there.
Oh my god.
I also said SNES. So.
Oh no, I'm the weirdo.
It's the freaking common Commonwealth countries, man. We got our shit together.
You. Okay.
I mean, not as far as COVID goes, but as far as pronunciation, yes.
I mean, for example, you don't say AWOL, you say AWOL. So why would SNES and SNES be any different?
It's true.
Yeah, you got me there.
I'm also gonna like redo some tunes. Now that I have like the FF6 orchestra all ready to go, I can just start writing with those sounds. So I might start like fucking around and do some covers of whatever in FF6 land. Might be fun. Yeah, that's it for me though.
Dave, what do you got?
Go follow my shit at Kinky Fridays on Twitter. Yeah, thanks for playing. Thanks for running, all that. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed for 2 hours and then wake up and go to work. So
All right. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight.